listening to Three Quirks and a Twerk at 89.3 FM.
This is my station.
Action.
It's just insane and I love it.
Entertainment.
Hey guys, it's Selena Gomez.
Hey, this is Ed Sheeran.
Hey guys, it's Taylor Swift.
Entrepreneurs.
You need to learn this business, and this is the time to do it.
And empowerment.
Become an insider, so you have to know the rules before you get in the game.
It's Friday.
I can't believe that it's Freaky Friday.
YB Moody, shake that booty and tune in to the voice of the continent.
We have Cheech Foo from Ignite Search Digital Marketing Strategist joining us this afternoon, all the way from WA.
Hey, what's happening, brother?
Mate, how are you, bro?
Yeah, very good, very good.
So you like Sydney weather or you prefer WA?
Man, I came from Melbourne on the Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah.
I am so glad to be here, boys. I am so glad. Like, I'm sick of 6 seasons in one day.
Mate, I tell you what, Melbourne, Sydney's better.
Yeah.
I love Sydney better.
Love Melbourne for its lifestyle and everything else, but the weather can be...
Yes. They have
much to
4
be
seasons and in one day.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy.
Tell us a bit about your business, Ignite Search. You're the co-founder of Ignite Search. Is that right?
Founder, brother.
Oh, good
Sole
man.
founder,
Good
yeah.
man.
So
when did you start the business?
So last year was 10 years.
Wow,
in the
10 years
making.
ago.
Yeah, so I looks like I beat the statistics.
Yeah,
for
okay.
small business.
Yes.
So in a nutshell, we're an award-winning full service
Wow.
branding and digital marketing agency.
Okay,
you know?
nice. Yeah.
So we help companies transform their visions into results.
Yeah.
So we like the big, audacious, growth-driven kind of companies that want to really make a change.
Yeah.
In what they're doing.
So when you're talking
Yeah,
about branding, how important is branding? I'm involved in the branding space, and I do know a lot of small businesses don't understand branding.
Yeah.
So what's your take on branding? How important is it?
Look, you're correct, because branding, for the most part, is very subconscious and can be very abstract, right? So a lot of people, they feel as if they don't understand branding, but in fact, everyone does.
Yeah.
Because everyone is affected by branding. Sure. Like, for example, if I just say the 2 words, swoosh tick, everyone knows what it is, right?
Yes.
And if I just say,
let me see.
oh, okay, all right, maybe not.
David's a bit slow.
Yeah, very slow. Or the big golden M. What's that? The golden
Yes.
arch, you know?
Yeah, or a certain type of fruit for
Correct.
smartphones, right?
Correct, yes.
So
I just don't want to promote it any more than I need to, mate, right?
Okay.
but look, it's extremely important, right? And kind of educating and bringing that down to that, small to medium-sized businesses, right? That we also service as well. I think it's really important.
Okay.
Yeah. So it forms a large part of what we do. Yeah, for sure.
So do you think that a lot of companies are doing it all wrong? I mean, there's so many competition out there these days where people do branding, marketing on social media. Do you feel that there are too many out there that saturate the market with the wrong messaging?
Yeah. So I think what happens is that there are steps involved in building out a brand.
Yeah.
And if you do miss out some of those steps, right, you may become what we call misaligned, right, with your target audience, right? And also, you're not really being impactful because you don't understand where you are in this landscape. Now, granted, there are some certain companies that are what we call new category businesses, right? Which is fair, right? Very little, very few competitors. But for the most part, a lot of businesses are, there's a lot of players around.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me something about it, because tell me something about Nathan's involved in music, right? So
Amongst others, yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to tour as well. And I've noticed, we get a lot of music artists in our studio a lot. A lot of them don't understand about marketing and branding.
Okay.
So what would be your message to say Nathan and the people out there who are in the music space, how they need to market themselves?
Yeah, so we'll probably pair it back, right? And then we'll start with what we call the brand identity, right? So a lot of companies, they possess a component of brand identity called the brand trinity.
Yeah.
Right, so the brand trinity is the company vision, which is the why.
Okay.
Company mission, which is the what. And the company values, which is the how.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you understand these 3 base components for the Trinity, right, then you have a large proportion of what makes up a brand.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy to kind of unpack that.
I
But
love that. Nobody's ever explained it in that way before. I love that. Because
Yeah.
I was always
you.
confused between
Yeah.
mission and vision.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
yeah. So that's what I mean. Like a lot of companies try to make it really complicated,
Yeah.
right? But it's actually not that complicated.
No.
Once you break it down, right? So you guys already understand it. So let's start with the vision, right? The vision is the why. So why are you or your musician friend bands doing what they're doing? Okay. So what is their purpose? There's always a bit of a purpose, right? So visions, in essence, right, cannot be calculated
Yeah.
or substantiated. It has to be something that is aspirational, that is
Okay.
out of reach. So no numbers. There is no significant numbers in a vision.
Yeah.
Okay. You go down one level, right? So the vision's the sky. You go down one level, and then you have what you call the company mission. So the company mission is what your company does. Okay. So this is kind of like the operations part, right? So kind of delving into exactly what you are offering
Yeah.
to the market.
Okay.
Okay. And then down the ground, right, is what we call the company values. So that's how you do what you do. And to kind of put that into perspective, right, the values is how you do the other two,
Yeah.
the vision and the mission. And that's the brand trinity.
Your thoughts on that, Nathan, as a band, a singer?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
totally.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's not actually part of what I do in the music industry,
Yeah.
but I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, moving forward with what you're trying to get across and the target audience and whatnot. Like, that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Getting it out there.
Yeah.
So as musos, the hardest part is now everything is online, right? Digital, everything's online.
Yeah,
and,
to get heard.
to
yeah.
get heard and all that. So there's more platforms up there. But in terms of the marketing side, do you feel that that's actually beneficial to band people or no?
You definitely need it, yeah. They've
Yeah.
got dedicated teams that, all over that.
Yeah.
Basically to get it out in correct playlists, get the algorithm working so it adds them to, gets it out there as
Yeah,
such, yeah.
yeah.
So,
So
Yep.
it's good that you're here because you're in marketing. So because you're in music, so let's focus on music as an industry now, right? Now, for argument's sake, a lot of music artists who come in here, they have a song, they have a band, their name, but they never seems to go anywhere because they're always passionate about writing song, but they don't have the marketing ideas behind them. So what would be your advice or strategy for our listeners out there who are in the music space, how they need to pivot their music or isolate themselves from being a singer to a business side of the band as well?
Yep.
Oh, it's an interesting question, right? So if they truly want to create a business venture out of being a musician, then you have to look at the market dynamics, right? So I'm sure you can maybe share a little bit more. I don't know the exact details of it, but there are trends in music, right? So maybe if I can ask you, right, what are some of the trends that you've been seeing in the past few years when it comes to genres and types? If that's
trending, it's hard. It's a hard one because there's so many different genres out there that,
And what's changed? How have things progressed in your field, in your area?
In my field, it's kind of it's more of the alternative scene, so it's really a different target audience. So it's not really rarely played on, especially Australian radio. The band I'm touring with in Europe are starting next week. They're massive everywhere, but you would never hear them on like Triple M or we'll listen to them later here. But as I said, it's not mainstream. But in America they've got dedicated channels that are, alternative and rock and metal based and whatnot. So trending wise, it's real tough. You just never know.
Yeah. So one of the things I would say that would help a lot, and obviously it requires a lot of commitment, right, is that you need to move to the environment that actually accelerates your growth, right? So if you want to be big in country, right, so, I mean, would you consider moving to, was it Nashville in the US or?
Parks in regional New South Wales.
Correct, yeah. So
I've got a friend in Nashville right now. Same guy that manages the band I'm going with also has country artists and she's in Nashville right now. So that's where you go. You got to go to where you're going to be more likely heard.
Exactly right. And then number two, you look for that tribe of yours, right? You identify them very quickly, and then you just look after them so well because they're going to be your ambassadors, and ambassadors are completely free because they want to be your fans. Everyone wants to be that number one fan that 10 years later want to say, I heard of that band. I was there from the very start.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
As a top level view, like, general
Yeah.
advice. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
No, it's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah.
So you also do websites. Is that? And I noticed websites getting so bloody expensive these days, right? One of the guy the other day said to me, "Oh, we can design a website for you. It's like $20,000." I go, "What the hell? $20,000 for a website? Are you seriously
Spend money to make money, Davey.
But seriously, $20,000 for a website? These days, you can get it very cheap than that.
I guess it depends on what you're going after, right?
Yeah.
What the objectives are.
Yeah.
I'd ask it.
So,
Mate, for 20K, I can do a lot for 20K, mate.
Bet you can.
Oh, mate, for 20K, I can tell you. Seriously.
yeah. So with websites, obviously, there's a lot of different factors that come into it, right? It's like, are you a small business owner?
Yeah.
Are you a professional services?
Yeah.
Are you into e-commerce, right? So it really depends on your situation, and also depends on the return. Right?
Yeah.
Like the conversation with a small business owner, right? Like, say, for example, an electrician around the block is going to be very different to a conversation with a top 10 building supplies company.
Correct,
right?
correct,
With
yeah.
500 staff members,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So what I will say is that it is getting very fragmented. So finding the right team member, agency, right, that will be able to help you navigate those strategically, right, is very well placed. Yeah.
Challenging.
Yeah. So.
And what about you, Cheech? What area do you specialize in? Any particular niche sector or that you like to work with?
So right now my team we are a full service agency, right? But my background, and this is before I started Ignite Search, I was in search engine optimization.
Okay.
So when you go into Google search and you type in things like whatever, accommodation Sydney, then you show up. That's what I used to do. So that was my kind of bread and butter.
Yeah.
When I began, but then when COVID hit, right, we
COVID.
realized, oh my gosh, like don't get me started, man.
Hell,
Oh
mate,
my
don't get
gosh.
started COVID, mate.
Like, it's like, no, freaking, hey, when your revenues drop by 50% within a
hell yeah.
month,
Yeah.
oh, you be scared.
Oh,
that's exactly what happened to me.
Yeah.
Like, that's the truth, guys.
Yeah. Correct.
Like, it really,
Oh, my God.
put fear into the entire company,
Yeah.
right? But I told the team, I will not drop anyone. I actually kept my entire payroll.
Good.
Right, I didn't reduce the salary.
Wow.
I didn't lay off anyone. I said, guys, I will hold you.
Yeah.
Right, because
Wow.
I know that it's going to be temporary. I don't know how long it's going to be.
Yeah.
But I wanted to take care of them, right? And then soon enough, right,
Yeah.
within 12 months, right, it bounced back. But
Yeah.
in contrast, not just bounced back, right? It's kind of like
Oh, good.
really shot
Good.
up.
Good.
Yeah. So
Cool.
Some businesses are struggling, whereas yours is booming. I love that. All right, let's take a break, and then we'll come back after that. 89.3 FM. We have Cheech Foo here, Ignite Search, a digital marketing strategist. There's a lot of business out there in terms of marketing and branding. They're a bit confused. Can you maybe give us 3 or 4 strategies on what our listeners can take away today from this conversation?
yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool. So I will start from the top, and then
Yeah.
I kind of go down.
Okay.
I want to give some actionable points as well.
Okay.
So number 1, right, to be successful in marketing, you have to be strategic, right?
Okay.
A lot of times, right, when people come to us and they'll say, oh, like, Cheech, I want to do social media, I want to do search engine optimization. After a bit of chat, a conversation, we realize, actually, no.
Oh,
That's actually not what you need, right? Because the adage, you don't know what you don't know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So start with the strategy,
Okay.
right? No matter how small or how large you are,
Yeah.
right? Absolutely important, right? Find out where you want to go, what your objectives are, right? And then reverse engineer what you
Okay.
need to do. Because I will tell you something, the tactics and the implementation is the commodity.
Yep.
The strategy is the real value.
Yes.
Especially now in the world of AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and your bloody AI,
Yeah.
mate. We're finished the conversation. Move on, Darren. I want to get you an AI girlfriend in a minute where you're bloody going.
No, I support AI, so
Elon Musk is making one.
You want to call her Stacey, your AI robot? Anyway, here you go.
nah, all good. Okay, so let's go into some actionable
Yeah.
points, right? So let's say, for example, you want to design a website, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you a bit of a framework in how to really design a good-looking website without actually overthinking it.
Okay.
So it's what we call the 3x3 rule, okay? 3 colors,
Yes.
3 fonts.
Correct. Yeah.
Simple as that. right? If you can build a website, right, with 3 colors, right, a primary color, secondary color, and maybe an accent color, highlight color, and then you have 3 fonts, right, which is your heading font, right, your subheading font, and your body content font, right? It just gives you that layer of what a good website would look like, right? If you do just that, right, you are so far into building a beautiful website.
Okay.
Even yourself or with someone that you trust.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good.
So so that's the number 1. Number 2 is generative engine optimization. Oh, okay. All right, brothers. We're going to talk about this.
But isn't it expensive? Because over the years, a lot of people charge you an arm and a leg for that. Even like Google, they charge you an arm and a leg for that, right?
So, okay. So when we talk about generative engine optimization, GEO, that's what we call optimizing ChatGPT or Google AI overviews, right? For visibility. Yeah. So it's only been around for, I'll say, a couple of years in its true form, right? And it really is changing the landscape of how people are searching. So no longer do you have this traditional search engine optimization path whereby you optimize your website, right? You rank on Google. Someone goes on Google. They look at your listing.
Correct.
They click through your listing to go to your website and engage. And then you hope that they would actually convert. Right?
Okay, that's correct. That's old story, right? That's an old,
well, I wouldn't say old. I would say it's definitely something that's been around for a long time, but there's definitely a change to it.
Okay.
Now, you look at ChatGPT or Google AI overviews. Like, by the way, on Google, you type in like a search, you have that AI thing that shows up now. Right? So instead of people using SEO, right, some of these searches are completely handled by AI platforms now, or large language model platforms. So one could stay on ChatGPT and not even land on any search engines or websites, and they get exactly what they need. Right? Now, there's a difference between these 2 platforms in terms of how people search, and I really want to share this, Davey. I know this one's going to take a little bit longer, but there's 2 types of searches or prompts. One is called transactional prompts, and one is called reputational prompts. Search engines are good at transactional prompts. What's your products? What your service is, right? What the difference is. Reputational prompts is what they're not that good on, and that's what the AI platforms are really good at. What I mean by that reputational platform is, who are you? Like, why should I pick you? Like, how do you compare with competitor B? Right? Like, why should I go with you over somebody else? This is the true value. So if you really want to succeed in GEO, focus on the reputational, right? Get all that information, your awards, your affiliations, right? Your experience in writing on your website and on the web, right? Great start.
Okay. But just a really quick question. How do people generally optimize on those platforms?
Yeah, so as opposed to the search engine optimization where the focus is on the website, right? GEO is actually not just the website, but a lot of other platforms, right? Things like YouTube, Wiki, right? Reddit, Quora. So for example, even come on to this radio show, right? And you guys having your content on these digital platforms, right? Would bode very well. For their businesses and their personal brands.
Interesting.
That's a free plug for you, Davey.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Love it.
Love that. Yeah. So going back to Nathan, right? So tell us what you're up to, mate, and what's your journey at the moment, Nathan?
Mate, there's always something happening every time I come back down.
Yeah, that's right. You're here to give us an update.
Yes, so outside of acting, been doing a bit of work with a bunch of boys here in Western Sydney. With a short film, real short vertical films called Manna Man.
Manna Man.
Manna Man. It's a very Islander-based Manna. Yeah, so that's been fun. Outside of that, I released a new song under my artist name, Live for the Journey.
Okay.
And then as of Sunday, there's a 3-show tour with a band, all mates, some of my best mates, and love their music. Melrose Avenue. And then the week after, we go over to Europe.
Wow.
Do a tour around Europe.
So you're touring Europe. So with the Melrose Avenue band.
Yes. So all good mates. One of my best mates is their manager. So I'm going getting on board and tour around with them. And
full expense paid for. So is that the case? So you don't need to pay anything? Like the band looks after your expenses?
Everything gets paid for. But I just want to go over there, support my mates and have a fun time while we're over there.
Oh, beautiful.
But their new song, Inside Your Mind.
Yeah.
That's just been released, and it's absolutely amazing.
So tell us a bit about this Inside Your Mind. Were you involved in this as well? Or?
No, God, no. That's all.
No, that's all theirs. Right?
My song's Just a Dream. It's a cover of a Nelly song, but I just do mine for fun.
Yeah. So is it possible that when you tour with Melrose Avenue, that you actually get to play your song first before they come onto the
I'm
stage?
not even thinking like that. No, I just do mine for fun. These guys are a lot better than me.
All right.
Yeah, they're great, aren't they?
I didn't recognise him for a sec with all his shirts off and all the tats.
I forgot to put the 2 and 2 together from that event we put on. Yeah,
that's right. She looks more buffer too now. He's been working
he's
out.
He's going to the gym.
He's going to the gym, working out.
Good old Vlado.
No. Good luck, mate. Tell him all the best as well.
We'll do.
And I wish you guys the best on your journey. You guys are going to love it, mate. Europe. Touring Europe, singing, dancing, mate. This sounds like a good lifestyle, I reckon.
Absolutely.
Lifestyle.
Thanks, mate.
Keep us updated, send us some photos and videos.
Will do, for sure.
Nice, mate. Now, Cheech Foo, what's your next movement? Well, what are you planning to do? If we were to reach out to you, is there a website, there's social Instagram that we can reach out on you?
Absolutely. So website, ignitesearch.com.au. IG is the Cheech Foo.
Okay.
So nice and simple. And of course, I'm on LinkedIn.
On LinkedIn as well?
brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're here this weekend, Sydney, or you went?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep. So here, and then I'll be back to Perth for a bit, and then I'll be back in Sydney in a couple of weeks.
So do you call Melbourne home, Sydney home, or Perth home?
I call Perth home, but Sydney is a very close second, brother. So I used to live and work in Sydney as well.
Yeah. So Sydney is your favourite place, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Favourite place, right?
Yes, of course.
So your plans for the weekend? Getting drunk, parties, or?
No. I'm looking after 5 dogs, brother. So
5 dogs?
we're a dog sitter. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So me and my wife, we actually look after a bunch of cute little, I don't know, Maltese Shih Tzus, Bichon Friesers, you name it. So we've got 5 this weekend. So
Oh my god.
They're so cute though.
5 dogs.
You guys are dog lovers? Anyone?
No, dude. That's way better than most humans.
Yeah.
Well, I'd rather that than blood robots, I guess.
Can you feed them all the same thing, or do you have special diets?
Yeah, I mean, like, we've got to separate some of them. They're a bit feisty. Yeah. So,
Wow.
but we love it. Yeah. So that's what's going to keep me.
Sounds fun.
Have fun.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
What are you doing this weekend, mate?
Heading down to Melbourne on Sunday for their first show, and let the fun begin.
Beautiful. Sounds like everyone's having good fun this weekend.
Yes, sir.
All right, take care, everybody. Darren, what you're doing this weekend, my friend?
I've got catching up with some friends for dinner, catching up with a bit of work, get a bit of sunshine, go for a walk.
Nice.
Go with the flow.
Tough gig.
Did you say going for a walk?
Going
Nice
for a
romantic walk on the
yeah.
beach side.
With my AI bot.
Your Laura on your phone. Laura, do you love me long time? And Laura said, yes, we love you, Darren.
Love you long time.
Love you
For
long
real?
time, Darren. You're the best, Darren.
Laura's from Thailand now.